To all our lectors and cantors, we'd like to introduce a new procedure to you. Father Reginald would like this to go into effect Easter weekend. Basically, everything flows from the center of the altar up to the cross, as this is the summit and fount of our faith, the altar and the cross. So we're going to have movement during the Mass from the lectors and the cantor to come to the center and meet and go to their position. So since we are changing the procedure, we will also be changing the seating area. The lectors will now be seated in the first pew. This is section 3. So we have our pews numbered, sections numbered from the choir, 1, 2, 3. This is section 3. So the 2 lectors and their families will be seated in the first pew of section 3 at all Masses. Okay, so at Mass, after the Gloria, the priest will say the collect and ask everyone to be seated for the word of the Lord. At that time, the first lector will come up and come to the center, stop right before the step, bow from the waist to reverence the altar, and go on up to the ambo, walking between the ambo and the altar. At the conclusion of the first reading, the lector will say,
"The word of the Lord."
All respond, "Thanks be to God." Then the lector turns, comes back down, and the cantor will meet that lector at the center point. And as the lector, you just watch from your peripheral vision to see when the cantor's next to you, then bow together. Lector goes to the seat, cantor goes up to the ambo. After the psalmist is complete with the psalm, she will pick up her book. As she is turning to leave from the ambo, the second lector steps up to the first step, waits for the cantor. They both bow at the same time. Cantor goes back to the music area. Lector goes up to the ambo. And at the conclusion of the second reading, the lector says,
"The word of the Lord."
People respond, "Thanks be to God." The lector then puts the lectionary into the shelf and leaves the ambo, comes back down to the main floor, center point, turns to face the altar, bows from the waist, and returns to the pew. And after that, we will proceed with the gospel acclamation.